Hi guys, welcome to this video about the question how you can protect a camera like the Wisecam or Wisecam pen, which you see here, against damage from the sun, meaning UV light or heat if you have it close to a window. The thing is, this is if you're watching this video, please watch till the very end. Do not stop in the middle. You have to watch the whole thing till the very end. It's really important because I have a lot of things to tell you. That's the Wisecam pen. There's also the small one, Wisecam. They're really good cameras for a cheap price. But the disadvantage, of course, it's not an outside cam. Usually you want to have surveillance cameras outside, so the only way that works usually is to place them inside a window and point them outside of the window. That really works because it's not an infrared, infrared triggered camera. It has a motion detection. It's always monitoring change on the CCD or on the sensor, but the thing is they don't have really good protection against sun and heat, so we have to do something against that. Otherwise, on the long term, the sensor inside the camera will be damaged. And so what I have found here, I have something, this tinting foil, which is usually intended to use at a car. You can buy something like that for about $15 or so on every supermarket, but it's a little bit almost overkill. If you buy like the normal Wisecam for $25, you don't want to spend $15 on tinting foil. So my question was, is it possible to get just a little piece from a tinting, car tinting company or car tinting shop for very few money? And so this afternoon I went to a small shop. They were only doing car window tinting, and I asked the guy if I can buy a small piece for $1, $2, maybe $3, something like that. So I don't have to waste a lot of money and foil, which I don't need anymore after that. So he said, yeah, okay, maybe you're gonna be a customer for me with your car. And so he went to the big roll and asked me, what I need. Darker, lighter, and and I explained him the thing, what's the purpose of the foil, where I needed to, and he said, okay, probably I need a lighter foil. So this, I don't have exactly the numbers on that, but it seems to be a lighter foil, which is good, doesn't hinder the visibility, but it gives a decent amount of protection. A normal window doesn't really protect against UV light and heat. You need something to protect against UV light and heat from the outside, and of course not from the inside. Also, a lot of windows which you buy and which you have at home are only protected from the inside and not from the outside. Sometimes people do that to outside. It makes more sense to put these things outside, but they are more prone to damage. So some people are just doing it inside, and this is how I have it at home. So the inside gets heated up very well. It's a little bit protected against UV, but it heats up extremely. So I need something outside. So I went there, asked the guy, and he told me, okay, no problem with that. I'll give you even a big sheet. This will last for a couple of cameras, no problem. And I didn't have to pay any. He said, okay, maybe you're gonna be a customer for me with your car, so just take it if it helps. The thing is, it is not the same foil as you get at the Walmart store. Walmart just has one sheet. If you get something like this, it has two sheets and you have to separate them. But after that you can use it like normal mobile phone foil. You spray a little bit of water mixed with soap, I mean like soap water, and then put it on and then use I think it's called squeezy or something like that. So I'll try to do that and will show you the result, how this worked. Of course, the thing is not really nicely cut. I need about a square, I would say, and so I just use any kind of scissors. It's really easy to cut. And now I have a piece which I need about the right size, but I want to make it a little bit straight, so I don't have to show you that. The only thing which I want to show you is how to separate these things. So finally I managed to separate the tinting foil from the protection sheet. It was really a hard job. This guy told me he uses his teeth. I've tried to do that, didn't work. So I just tried it with my fingernails to squeeze in between. And yeah, it finally worked. This is it. And you can see this is really sticky. That's the good thing. So I don't know why we really would need soap water. I mean, this is what you can really just stick it somewhere, and as you can see, it is sticking. It is a different thing than the Walmart foil, the thing at Walmart. It was not sticking, or maybe it was the same thing, and I just I forgot to remove the protection sheet. I don't think so. I mean, I was using it without removing any protection sheet, and it's still sticking. But of course, it's not the same thing as this one. So yeah, this is really sticky, and of course, when you just put it down, it can produce bubbles. If you put it down with some soap water, you can use a squeezy or something like that and work the bubbles out. So for me, it doesn't have to be really beautiful, but I'll try with the soap water and see how this works.
So this is the situation outside. You see it from outside. The camera is inside, and the protection foil on this window is on the inside, so it accumulates the heat and everything inside. It would protect a little bit against UV, of course, but it doesn't protect against the heat, so we need some kind of heat shield outside, and that's this foil. So yeah, it was not too difficult. As you can see, I was also able to remove this protection sheet and spray the soap water on the window and then place the foil on the glass. So yeah, I was a little bit trying to really good align and prevent largest bubbles, but you see there were quite some bubbles. But with the soap water underneath and this squeezy, it was not really difficult to make this flat and nice. And so actually I was pretty happy with that. I mean, it doesn't look really good, but I mean, I was actually a little bit overdoing, because I wanted to really remove a lot of the heat, not just exactly where the camera is, but from around, because here in Florida I can expect a lot of heat from the sun. If you have your camera pointing to, I mean, on a window where people can see it on a daily basis, I would make it nicer, definitely smaller, like only the size of this camera, of course. I mean, this looks definitely ugly, but it does the job for me. It is perfect, and so I thought I'm pretty much done now. By the way, even when the foil looks really dark, I have checked on the webcam and I couldn't see any difference at all, not even regarding brightness or something like that. I even had the impression that the picture looks a little bit better now. But when I went inside, I asked myself, how good is this glue from the foil actually sticking on the glass? And so I went inside and went to Google and was Googling for how to remove tinting foil from a car or from a window, and I found that it can be pretty hefty. So it looks like even when the foil is not sticking too much at the moment, probably over time and with the heat from the sun, it will dry and harden and could be at the end almost impossible to remove. I mean, if you're the owner, it's your window, it's your decision what to do, but I mean, I'm just renting, and even if I was the owner, I would be careful definitely with that. So I went outside again, removed this thing, the whole foil, and since there was no sun till then on the foil, it was not really hard sticking. I was just able to peel it away super easily, and I cleaned it with a towel again, and I cut off same size of foil again and put it exactly in the same way as you can see here. I put it down, applied it on the window, even with the protection foil inside. So there is no glue at all on the window or between the window and the foil, and it is sticking really good, and I don't expect to peel off anytime soon, and if it will, I will be able to reapply, so I'm much happier with that. So that was important for me to tell you, and I hope I was able to help you in general with that. So if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.